Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Becca with House of Lenormand, and today is Wednesday, October 30th. I wanted to do a few readings today on Trump and his money because of all the stuff that's going on with him versus Mazars. He's also another case, Trump versus Vance, for the his financial records in New York. So I went ahead and asked a quick yes, no, and I did a 3-card spread on it. And this right here was to ask if he is using his properties to launder money. We have the man, which is Trump. We have the cross, which is a negative card, but it shows that he's burdened or he is guilty or there is some sort of punishment or pain coming. And yes, it ends with the sun, which is one of the most positive cards in the deck. Yes, it's like it'll be illuminated or it'll be brought to light that he's guilty of that. Let's go ahead and take a look at Trump versus Mazars and see what we get for that. Okay, everyone, welcome back. This reading here, this double line of 5, was to see what was going to be the outcome for Trump versus Mazars. We have the whip, the snake, the book, the letter, the ring on the top row, and then we have the man, the house, the lilies, the mice, and the moon. We can see here that he's keeping secrets because there's some chronic lying here, and there's false properties here, or the family has been lying. You can see that he is arguing here, and he may try to argue for a long time with the whip knighting over to the lilies. But central to the reading, we have the book, which is secrets, knowledge. It's projects. It's something that's confidential, classified. So that is going to take a long time. Excuse me, I saged my cards and I still have the sage burning and it's like choking me out. But as we move along on the spread here, we can see that it does clear up. This gets resolved, and there may be something here that exposes perhaps co-signers here, because he's in agreement with other people. And also there appears to be there's something that's going to be brought to light in regards to corruption. There are false documents here with the snake mirroring the letter. Those are false documents. And here we have, if this is in regards to property, the property is losing. It's like there's something being taken away from it. So it's like thievery, false documents and thievery. There's chronic criminality here as well. But when we asked for the outcome is that it does get brought to light, and he is exposed as a person that has been abusing. His arguments are not going to be successful. Moving this way to keep it quiet, that they're not successful. Whatever it is that he's hiding comes out. With the letter here, this can be a report. This could be some sort of document, like financial document, perhaps something to do with the house knighting over here to the letter. That could be like family family records, perhaps like the lease on a house, or the paperwork for a home. I don't see any money cards here, so I can't say like bank records. But with the letter knighting over to the house, that could be like family records or records on the property that are false. They're false, and they show criminality here. This is going to take a little bit of time to resolve. He's quite nervous about it. He's kind of crapping his pants, and that's why he's working overtime to keep it under wraps. But it clears up, and it's not in his favor. He's going to experience a loss. It might take a little bit of time. I'm not sure how long this is. The lilies here is something that takes a while. A few months, so I'm not sure if this is with the lilies, it's around the winter, so I don't know if this clears up by the winter or in the middle of the winter. But it's not looking good. Like, and we all, you know, expected that you know, false records here, records of criminality, records that show a loss, but it's false. So I'm not seeing the fox, so I can't say fraud, but that's basically what it is. But he doesn't. He's not successful in that argument. There's a loss for him. Because whatever he's trying to keep secret with the man knighting over here gets exposed here. Let's go ahead. Since we just did that yes or no, that said that he's using his properties to launder money, and then we just did this one on the Mazars case that shows that whatever he's hiding does come out. The argument that he tries to pose is going to take a long time to resolve, but here it's showing that there's partnerships that he's involved with that are exposed, or the partnerships that he's involved with that helped him with his properties and his businesses, those come to light. With the corner here, the whip and the moon, it's like whatever he's arguing is successful, but it's not successful for him because we have the mice right here down his line, and it exposes his partnerships and his commitments. The link to the people that are involved in the criminality. So I want to ask if he really owns his properties, okay? And I'll be right back. Okay, so I asked if they are the sole owners, meaning the entire family. Him, his wife, the kids, all of his kids, you know, even the ones from the baby mamas that he's no longer with. We have the man, which is neutral, the snake, which is negative, and the key, which is positive. This could be saying that his lies get exposed. Whatever he's lying about gets exposed. So I asked for a clarifier, a one-card clarifier. If they do indeed, if they are the sole owners, we got the mountain, which is a no. I'm kind of curious to see, because according to this, it's saying that they're not the sole owners. I want to see if I can try to get like an amount of what percentage of that whole conglomerate thing that they have going, the entire businesses, what's the stake for the family as a total. See what I'm saying? So I'll be right back. Okay, so I asked for the total amount that the entire family owns of the entire like Trump businesses, whether that's organizations, real estate, whatever they have going on. And we got the crossroads, which is card number 22. This could be out of the entirety of all of the businesses. They may only own 22% or about 22 to 25%, so about a quarter of it. Or maybe less than a quarter of it, is just like a guesstimate. So I want to see if I can try to figure out who owns the other halves, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I asked, since earlier we got the crossroads, which is card number 22, we were looking for an amount. And I kind of guesstimated they own about a quarter of everything. So that leaves 3/4 that is owned by somebody else. So I'm asking for a descriptor. And the question was, who owns the other 3/4? We have the bear, the lilies, and the ship. And I think everybody here knows what the bear is. It's a foreign power, Russian. It's an older man. So it could be some sort of foreign oligarch here. This is an older man that is quite powerful. He's foreign. He has a crap ton of money. Super, super wealthy individual. but he's foreign. He's from far away. But it's an older man. So I don't think that this is Putin. I think it's somebody other than Putin. Perhaps somebody that's above Putin, or like somebody at the very top of that whole, oligarchy mob organization. I'm going to see if I can get some descriptors on this person, because we're getting an older man here. So I'm going to focus on the lilies as the significator, and let's see if we can pull a box spread to get some descriptors. I'll be back. Okay, everyone. So I did this box spread just now to figure out who this older man is. It's giving me a lot of info, but there's several of them. So we're going to go through that. So this person here abuses women. Physically abuses or sexually abuses women with the whip right here. This is sex abuse, something chronic, addictions. Okay, it's a person that physically or sexually abuses women, or they traffic women here for money this way. This is a woman for money. Okay, a woman's business, or a business that involves women, and it involves trafficking or sexually abusing women here. This way, we're seeing that there's abuse, perhaps to the physical body for money. It's like it's a business model. This man has several women, and they go different directions. And he has a very important assistant that is blocked somehow. This man here, maybe he's older, but he's bald or balding, with the mountain being right here. The crossroads is right before it, so he may not be completely bald. He may have just like, if he's bald, it's the hair on the top of his head with the mountain here. That is balding. He may have hair on the lower part of his head. With the mountain, this is the mountain rules the head, and it also has to do with baldness or balding. But he's an older person, and he has this assistant here that's blocked. So if this is Dmitry Firtash, this person is arguing something. There's money here that he's involved with, but he's blocked somehow. And it may be that he's trying to block extradition with the crossroads here. This is an action card. It talks about going one way or the other, a separation. So it looks like one of the people involved is Vertash's boss. Older man, balding, perhaps not completely bald, but he's balding. Another person that could quite possibly be involved here is somebody that has a royal lineage with these two that are involved, because the lilies has the crossroads right underneath it. So this is several. Okay, so and it's this guy's boss, who he works for or who he assists. He's the person. This person right here is the one that has all the money. He's the entrepreneur, the person that has the business. It looks like he has different channels for money, but some of those are blocked. There may be, let me see. There may be some sort of reward for this man down this line here with the key, the lilies, and the fish. There may be some sort of a reward for this person. But they're far away. They're hard to get to, this guy. He's very, very hard to get to. There's a woman that is blocked as well, or a woman that is remote. This woman is remote or blocked, but it's like somebody that has ties to abusing women for money, sexually abusing women for money. Royalty, Virtash, the person that Virtash works for. But he's older and balding. This is variated or brindled colored hair. So I don't know if this person is completely grayed with the lilies or there's some salt and pepper hair there, but and some balding. Let me see what else I can get out of this. Okay, so with the corners here, we have the whip, the ring. This is a significant argument, something that's chronic or abusive, quite possibly sex, but it's repetitive. And then there's an obstacle, and then it clears up here for money. So this may be, and then earlier we got the bear, the lilies, and the ship. So it's a powerful financier, perhaps Russian, that's overseas. But it's an older man that's balding. So this could be, this person is trying to find a way around money blocks here. So they've opened up different channels. I'm not seeing the ring, so I can't say organized crime. But there's avenues here for money and business, and it has to do with this up here that we just discussed. And this person here is his assistant. And I'm also seeing MBS here. But it looks like this person may own portions of it. And then this person here may own the other portions of it. It's like it's with the crossroads, it's something that's divided. So perhaps the other, since it's looking like the family owns only perhaps about 20 to 25% of the totality of everything. It looks like the remainder of it, the remaining 3/4, is divided perhaps equally between this guy and someone that has a royal lineage. Or maybe this guy has a significantly larger portion. So I'm going to ask if Trump's going to be successful in keeping his finances secret. I'll be right back. Even though that first double line of 5 shows that Trump versus Mazars, that comes out. But I'll go ahead and ask it again anyways. Okay, so this one was to ask if he's going to be successful in keeping his finances secret. We got the heart, which is positive, the rider, which is neutral, and the cross, which is a negative. This is saying no. This is saying that whatever, not agreements, but whoever's been generous to him, the news is being delivered that it's going to be quite difficult. It's kind of like it's kind of like the news is going to cause him a lot of burden. It's going to cause him a lot of pain. It's going to be a lot of sacrifice. But it's not good news for him, with the heart being the card for passion, love, desire, and generosity. It's the news that's delivered is really, really bad. It's going to cause him a lot of pain. So no, he can try as he may. It does come out. He's not successful in keeping that private. I want to ask really quickly, because MBS just showed up in that box spread. I want to ask what sort of agreement they have with MBS that's financial, and I'll be right back. Okay, everyone, this question here was to ask what sort of financial partnership does the family have with MBS in Saudi Arabia? We have the sun, the ship, the clouds, the lilies, and the house. And then on this bottom row, we have the heart, the letter, the bouquet, the crossroads, and the tower. We're seeing here that whatever gifts they have, or whatever offer they have, is huge, huge trouble with the clouds right in the middle. We can see here there's foreign policy. This is right here with the letter. It's something that's documented. It's a legal document here. So it's foreign policy. It has to do with energy source. I don't know if this is oil, if it's gas, quite possibly oil. There's a love of that there. There's some sort of generosity, or there's something super, super passionate going on there with the oil, foreign policy, and something overseas, a venture overseas that's going to cause a huge amount of trouble. But whatever they're gifting has been clouded over, and it's been gifted through several channels, through hotels, townhomes. This would be a tall building that has a lot of residences. So hotels, townhomes, condos. So they're channeling the gifts through his properties in exchange here with the bouquet for foreign policy. Here's a royal family that's gifting. Okay, if this is the hotels and the townhomes, buildings that have residences, this could also be the White House. It's separated. So it's kind of like they're separating, or I'm not seeing the ring, so I can't say they have partial ownership, but we did see that in the previous box spread. It's kind of like, because here's foreign policy, the sun knights over here to the bouquet, so that is kind of like the gift of energy to the White House and to a royal family here. And there's an invitation. There's an invitation or some sort of a subpoena coming in here. But it looks more like an invitation to multiple institutions here. And those institutions appear to be his properties. So there's a back channel, and it's been covered up here. As well as perhaps the channel to a conservative organization here, or a conservative institution here. So this could be judges. This could be courts, and also perhaps conservative members in the House. So it's like they're all in on it. But the primary financial agreement is for foreign policy in exchange for gifts to be channeled through his condos and townhomes, as well as perhaps channels for generous gifts and generous invitations to be for them to visit his properties, even though we're not seeing the writer here, and channeling it through perhaps a conservative institution, perhaps to members of the House, conservative members of the House, or judges, or gifts that are being donated for the election in exchange for foreign policy to their favor, which is nothing new. But they may have they may have some sort of, not partnership, but they may be partial owners of these properties as well. I want to look at Trump versus Vance. That's the other lawsuit that's going on in, I think, the Southern District of New York, where he's fighting Cy Vance to get his legal documents or financial records. And I'll be right back. Okay, so this one here was to see what's going to be the outcome of Trump versus Cy Vance in the Southern District of New York. This one's also in regards to getting his records, his financial records. We have the garden, the crossroads, the ship, the moon, and the mountain. And then down here we're seeing the stars, the heart, the what do you call this, the house, the bear, and the fish. We're seeing here that there's several organizations that are foreign, whose identities are being blocked somehow, and he's perhaps blocking himself this from moving forward. For it, these are two action cards. He's trying to block or delay. Here is public funds. This is in regards to taxes. And this is also, I'm not sure if Cy Vance in the Southern District of New York, because that was going to be my next question that I was going to ask, the investigations into the Trump organization. So they may be looking at something that has to do with taxes, not only for his properties, but perhaps organizations that are taking in money, because this is public funds, but there's several organizations that are doing something overseas or are receiving foreign people that are coming in to visit the properties here that he's trying to block. But it does come out here with the fish. This is a positive card. So the delay may be, a few months here with the mountain. The mountain is the winter or 3 months. This is 3 months. So this may clear up sometime around the winter, and then it exposes him. It exposes him and his business, his financing, and his money here. There's something going on here with social media, or a network. This could be social media, or it could also be like a network of people. All the networks where the foreign money here is being poured in to properties. It looks like his properties, there may be some sort of delay there with his properties here, but like I said, that delay only looks like it lasts about 3 months or so, with the mountain and the ship. This is only about 3 months, so perhaps around the winter time, this comes out as well. It has to deal with like there's going to be a choice that needs to be made. I'm not seeing a judge here. There's not a judge, but it's kind of like there's a choice that needs to be made, and he's looking for that choice to be favorable to his family in delaying this process. But no, it comes out. The money comes out. The financial stuff, his properties. This looks like it's been going on since perhaps the summer. And the only reason that I'm saying that is because this card, this card, this card, and this card was central to his Donald Trump's grand tableau for August. And it showed that that's what was happening in August in his grand tableau. It was all focused around his money. And now we're just finding out that there was the whistleblower, that he was trying to use the IRS to change his audit or something like that. But his taxes here that he's trying to block come out. They come out. Whatever obstacle he put in clears up. It may clear up again, like I said, in perhaps 3 months around the winter time, perhaps around December is when this clears up. His reputation, his career and his reputation, boom, done, blocked. Let me see here. Yeah, there's going to be, they may be identifying with the moon here over the bear. They may identify foreign money, foreign powers that are channeling money through his properties. So the money laundering again. I don't think I'm going to read on the Trump organizations because it looks like it's showing up here. So it looks like once they get into the taxes, it's somehow going to lead them back to the Trump organizations because there's multiples of the organizations that are being used to funnel money from overseas as a route around sanctions and money obstacles. But his taxes do become, they come out around perhaps, this is 3 months, that's 3 months. So we'll have to see. And I think I'm going to leave that there. And I want to say thank you for everyone watching. I have gotten some requests to read on the California wildfires. I'm not going to do that. I had done a reading. I think it was the reading that was talking about the week ahead, and I said fires. There's fire. Something's burning. Something's burning. So yes, we did pick up on the wildfires, and also the what is it called? The you guys, thank you for letting me know the chemical weapons that are being used against our allies. I just don't want to get into the California wildfires. You know, I'm here in California. I'm down south, so I'm thankfully okay from all the stuff that's going on, but it's heartbreaking to watch. I mean, I guess if you know what, let me do a quick read, because that schmuck has yet to call for emergency here in California, and I don't anticipate he will do so because he hates us over here, you know, and the feeling's mutual. So let me take a quick look at that, and that's as far as I'm going to go with the wildfires. Okay, I'll be right back. So I asked if he was going to call for a state of emergency in California. We got the tower, which is the government and the institution. Enterprise, we have the heart, and then which is a positive, and the moon, which is a positive. This is standing alone, so it looks like the state may need to do this on its own, and be recognized as doing it on its own. There's it's kind of like the charity isn't recognized. I asked for a 1-card clarifier. I got the snake. That's saying no. We're gonna have to face this alone because these people aren't coming in to help. You know, and he takes pot shots at us here in California any chance he gets. So, you know, I mean, I don't know if you guys remember, but what happened, I think it was last year with, I think it was Pleasant, California, you know, where it all burned. Was it Pleasant or Paradise? I don't remember. But, you know, he just went over there and just trash talked those people. And it's like, dude, those are like your supporters, man. Like, you know, but he can't see past his own nose because he spites everybody. So, please, you know, send out, you know, prayers and healing light, and ask for help for the people here in California that are having to evacuate, that are losing their homes. You know, if you can, please donate where you feel that you can to a, you know, a reputable organization that's not shady. And we'll make it through this. This is going to be, you know, it's going to be hard for us, for the residents here in California that are facing these wildfires and the families that have been affected. So if you can, I would like to ask if you could please help out where you can, whether that's, you know, donating clothes or food or money, whatever you can give. If you can't give anything, you know, just pray. That's plenty. Okay, thank you everyone for being with me, and I will see you again on my next one. Bye-bye.